Alright, so, with the majority of the round 3 fixtures done, I'm doing the video now because I've just had word that Gavin and Lewis are going to be having to do their game next week rather than tonight because just Gavin is being a knob. Because for some reason, Bloodbowl is not as important as a job that makes money, that supports his house, his family, etc., which I think is fucking bullshit. And I will be deducting 5 gold pieces from Gavin's team treasury as a punishment. So, let's have a quick look at the results. Let's have a look at the table, which you can already see. And then we'll have a look at round 4's fixtures. So, the first match, and arguably the most interesting match, is the Sketchy Scramblers versus the Silverleaf Sentinels, which ended in 1-0 to our dear Silverleaf Sentinels taking that big fatty L. And thankfully, Sam, through sheer volumes of knockouts and I think a few Kaz's mixed in, is away with a handy victory. Not bad. Not bad at all. The second match, it's hard to say because it was 3-1 to the Steves from the Better Late Than Nevers. And if we look back to last week, Crimson Killers, my team, did the exact same. So Liam beat Tom 3-1. And it's hard to say that someone who's lost 3-1 2 games in a row is doing well. But when you look at previous seasons, you can't really say he isn't. Last season, Adir Tom didn't even score in most of his games. And arguably against 2 of his most tough opponents that he's had to play 2 weeks in a row. His first 2 opening games are against arguably the 2 best players in the league. And he's not being blown out as hard as we'd expect. He's scoring. He's getting a couple Kazis, and I didn't see the game he played against Liam, but I know when he played me at least, he's playing well. So it's a very difficult thing to say, but he's doing well. Which takes us to now looking at the league table. And as you can see, currently, with games that have been played, obviously Sam and Liam have got 3 games played compared to everyone else's 2. Top of the league is Liam on 21 points. In second is me on 17 points with a game in hand. Gavin in third on 13 points. Sam in fourth on 12 points. Stuart in fifth on 6 points. Lewis in sixth on 4 points. And Tom, like I said, although he's 7th on 2 points, he's only got easier opponents from here. So, let's have a look at the league stats. Moving on to the top scorers. Again, I will just show the top few and then I'll scroll. So, looking at the top 5 places. In first place is Martin of the Steves with 5 touchdowns scored. Ashley of the Crimson Killers with 1. Behind of the Better Late Than Nevers with 1. Borden of the Steves with 1. And finally, Cannon Fodder of the Sketchy Scramblers with 1. We currently have 19 different touchdown scorers, and they are here, as you can see. I have just realised Mako is here twice. She should have 2, which would put her in second. I will fix that in a moment. Next is the top passes. We only have 3. Big Heap of the Buckleberry Hot Pots with 3. Derwin Quicksilver of the Silver Sentinels with 3. And then finally, Gag Giant of the Sketch Scramblers with 1. Finally, looking at the casualties. We have 23 different casualty dealers, and the first one is Ardalai Quick-Footed of the Silverleaf Sentinels with 4, Austin of the Steves with 2, Buffoon Behemoth of the Sketch Scramblers with 2, Corell of the Steves with 2, and Gag Giant of the Sketchy Scramblers with 2 also. We have those with multiple casualties going all the way down to 11th place, and then if you wish to take a look at the rest, they are there. Now, arguably the most important thing that we're going to be looking at now is fixtures that are going to be played on the 23rd of July, so this coming Tuesday. The 3 matches scheduled are as follows. The Crimson Killers, which is my team, versus the Steves, which is Liam's team. So that's a first v second place match. Next is the Fester and Freak Show of Lewis versus the Silverleaf Sentinels of Stuart. And then finally is the Better Late Than Nevers of Tom versus the Buckleberry Hot Pots of Gavin. That, if my noticings has gone correct, that would give Sam, the Sketchy Scramblers, the week off for this week. So, now we know I have some other final news to come across, and that is there has been some bounties placed on a number of players by one Sammy M. The rule is, for these bounties, it must either be a kill, or, if Sammy's due to play this team next, a miss next game. And the bounties are as follows. On Lewis's team, if a rot spawn has been squished, that is 50,000 gold pieces. Whatever Tom's most skilled player is on his team, that's 50k gold pieces. And on my team, he did put a tackle guy down, so I thought I had a tackle player. I don't. It was a different skill, so I'll talk to him, see if he still wants to uphold it, but I'll read the other one for now. If anyone has managed to kill my big guy player, that is also 50,000 gold pieces. As Sam, unfortunately, doesn't have a match this week. And just to let those know, the person that Sam is due to play, you won't obviously find out. So just go hard on everybody, because obviously you'll find out when the next fixtures are announced, which will be once the round 4 of fixtures have been concluded. I will get these bounties drawn up and put on the screen for the next video, nice and displayed. Until then, good luck, farewell, and roll some dice.